We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt. And how are you guys doing? I hope you guys had an amazing, girl, how long has it been? A month, 2 months? I don't know, but I hope it's been good. Okay, and you're gonna definitely have an amazing rest of the year. The rest of what's going on, I'm making sure I'm coming to see you guys every week. But if you know or don't know, you better follow me on Instagram at _Brittstagram. I had a baby. I was pregnant. So that was the whole spiel. I don't know if I kept telling y'all gonna find out shit about to get crazy. I kept saying that like in a couple of my like podcast episodes, but that was the tea, bitch. I was a whole pregnant hoe. Secretly pregnant. And I had a poquito on March 4th. So yeah, I took a little maternity leave from Britt Says. My company offers maternity leave. So I'm 5 weeks postpartum. So I give myself like some time. Granted, I didn't make a episode before I gave birth. So whatever. Yeah, you know, I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, my blood pressure was down. If you guys don't know my history, it's definitely on the pod. I don't know the name of the episode. I probably should do a little research on that. But I felt like this episode might be a little freeform, but not freeform. So, yeah. You could go see my maternity pictures on my Instagram. Feature of my baby, because I said I don't want to put my baby on. I'm one of those that I don't want to put my child on social media. Like her face and stuff. I don't know when. I'm not saying I never will. I don't know. I don't really know when. I haven't thought about it too much. But, yeah. I had a baby, bitch. That's what happened. I got a whole kid. Well, she not in here. Y'all probably see, look at the bassinet. I was trying to get the damn bassinet out the damn video. But it's there. It's the truth. It's the reality of the life that I'm living. So yeah, that's what happened. But I'm back like I never left. I'm excited to be back. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna make sure come back to Britt Says. How's it been? Transitioning into motherhood is not easy for a hoe. Alright, it's not easy for me, that's serious. No, it was easy. It took me like 2 weeks to transition. And I want to be clear. Like, it took me 2 weeks to transition. That is not the cap. That is not the norm, or like that's not the average time frame that a woman should be able to like push through her situation. Some people it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, bitch, maybe 5. I don't fucking know. For me, I was like, all right, I feel, you know, good. I didn't come back to Britt Says because I wanted to get everything else together. Like, when I felt like myself, I wanted to, like, you know, organize things around the house, go outside, you know, little cute stuff. Like, get Brittany back, you know, but my daughter. So, yes, I have a daughter. I don't know if I brought that up if it was a girl or something. But, like I said, yeah, I gotta go see on Instagram. So yeah, I'm a mom. I'm a home mom. I'm not gonna kill you with the mom stuff just yet. And that's what I was saying. I wanted to work on some stuff. I wanted to make like a high risk pregnancy like YouTube channel, but it wouldn't be something I would post on weekly. It would literally be like a series. So it would be like I would make a whole bunch of like videos, and it would be out in the universe. That's it. Like I wouldn't constantly post on it. It would just be videos that would be informal. Yeah. For, you know, other moms who are high risk, because when I was high risk, I was like a lot of stuff I couldn't really like find on the internet. Even though everybody high risk situation is different, so many women are high risk for so many different reasons in pregnancy, so I get that. But you know, even if you get a little synopsis, like even if I could have got a little taste of what it might be like, it would have been helpful. And just, you know, I don't want to become a mom influencer. Surprisingly too, as soon as I posted my maternity pictures, I had got email to do a sponsorship, not a sponsorship, but like an ad with a baby company. And I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers is on it, bitch. I don't even know if I put hashtags on it. I think my photographer put some hashtags on the post. And I'm just like, well, damn, I wanted to do it, but I'm like, this, I don't know. I'll think about it. All of this is, everything's a fucking transition for me. Like, I would definitely get into that. Like, just this shit is different, bitch. Like, But I love my daughter. I love being a mommy. Like, I be wanting to just say, like, I be obsessed with her. Even today, because I film in the room. Before, I used to just kick Femi out. I used to be like, Femi, you know I'm about to film Princess. You got to get out, bitch. Then I was like, look, you and little sis gotta go. So it's mad weird, like, having another little tiny human being in the house. It is. It's mad weird. And just, like, waking up, hearing, like, a little person go, waking your ass up every 2 hours. It's like, oh, my gosh, what the fuck? So, yes. My life has been hectic. I had to take a break. Well, semi-break on social media. Just me not posting on social media like that. But I'll be on there. I'll be checking. I'll be lurking a little bit. But I'm trying to come back. I'm back in the game. I've been out here too though. Like I see my family. I saw my friends. Obviously I had a baby, so people, you know, realistically wanted to check in on me. So I see my family. I go to the park with my daughter. I'm probably gonna go to the park after I film this episode with Pukito. And yeah, so I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Back. And yeah, what I really had wanted to come up here and talk about, and I don't give a fuck if I'm late to the party, was the Will Smith Chris Rock smack. Bitch, that shit pissed me off. I am not one of the people who's like, oh yeah, he gotta stand by his wife, protect black women, smacking people. No, you don't go on no fucking stage smacking no motherfucking body, bitch. And he smacked the shit out of him. That was very violent. It was giving me very much crazy. I was not, I'm not feeling Will Smith. You know what? Not trying to be funny. Even when he got on Instagram, like, all right, he was kind of cool on Instagram, but I even felt like he was giving me weirdo vibes. Like, I don't know, sometimes it's just be an energy. Like, that nigga Will is crazy, my nigga. Like, why would he slap Chris Rock? And I think it's a bias thing, too, because I feel like I like Chris Rock. Like, I like comedy. I like Chris Rock. So I feel like he didn't deserve that. And it's just like, why the fuck would you smack him? Like, you couldn't smack him after the show or like behind the scenes or maybe at a party. Like, you had to smack him in that moment. Like, bitch, are you on drugs? Like, the fuck? Like, why would you do that? Like, that shit was not cute. If I was Jada, I would have definitely been like, do not slap this man. And I feel like he needs to be held accountable. Like, yeah, he's banned from the Oscars for 10 years. These celebrities barely be wanting to go to the damn award shows. Let's keep it a buck. Like, that whole situation was just... I can't even watch that video no more. That shit was just mind-blowing. It was just ridiculous. And my thing is like, okay, I understand that Jada has alopecia, but no, like, Chris Rock didn't know that. I mean, I'm nobody. I didn't know that. A lot of people didn't even know that shit. Like, the girls is not checking for Red Table Talk unless it's something controversial on there. Like, after the entanglement shit happened. Who she had up there? She had, old girl up there, Jordan Woods up there after the whole situation with the boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only come up there when it's necessary. Pretty much. Like, we're not coming, I mean, I can speak for myself. I don't hear the girls raving about Red Table Talk. Like, only when it's necessary. Like, if she have Will Smith up there next week talking about the slap or Chris Rock, we're gonna be raving about Red Table Talk. So I didn't know she had alopecia. I thought she was just giving serving balls. You know, like, some girls shave their head and they serve the look. Like, that's a thing. like, people like cutting their hair. Didn't Saweetie say she just cut her hair because she had like a spiritual revelation? Like, people cut their hair. Like, so I thought she did. What's her name cut hair? Tiffany Haddish cut hair. She said she just cut it because she wanted to feel her scalp. And she ain't got no damn alopecia. She just said that she just cut her hair. People cut their hair, for especially black women, just because they want to. Like, this is very normal behavior in the black community. Like, so, and even the joke was so whack. G.I. Jane, like, I could have wrote that fucking joke. Like, but I know that it was a deeper rooted situation for Will Smith and Jada. I heard that he made a joke about her in 2016 and she was upset about it. And she told him, you know, she was mad about it. So for him to come back, what, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, even if it's 7 years later, damn near 7 years, it's like, bitch, keep my name out your fucking mouth type shit. Like, we already spoke to you about the shit. You trying to be funny by saying my name again. I heard the Oscars wrote the joke. He wrote the joke. Nobody knows who wrote the fucking joke. Either way, to me personally, I thought it was inappropriate for Will Smith to go on the stage and smack him. I don't care what nobody say, and I'm loving all the think pieces, and I love that I can listen to a think piece and still have my own opinion. It's a lot of people that's here for him slapping Chris Rock. There's a lot of people who didn't like it per se. Me, I'm one of those people who I just didn't feel it was appropriate. And it's not because I don't give a fuck it's the Oscars. I don't give a fuck if it's the Oscars, the Grammys, the BET Awards. So it was what's another? I don't give a fuck if it's the Tonys. Honestly, I don't give a fuck that it was a award show. I just felt like he should not have done that. And especially in that moment and on TV, like, people get slapped every day. Even when I watch, like, people who are not celebrities get slapped, I'm like, oh my gosh, unless they do something. Even sometimes when they do something really bad, I'm like, oh my god, I feel bad. But this is the type of person I am. Do I feel that people do deserve to get slapped? Yeah, definitely, you know. Just the way he did it and on TV. And then it's a lot. It's a lot. And this is why it's interesting that this topic is such a big thing. You know, Chris Rock and Will Smith are so mature celebrities. You can show, it just goes to show their notoriety, their legend status. Like, this is how big of a deal this is, and it is shocking. Like, it's something you never seen. Like, this is such a historical pop culture moment. Like even in my time as somebody who is 30, I feel like this is like one of the biggest things in pop culture that has ever happened in my time. Personally, maybe the biggest. I'm not being serious. Like, that's not death related or just a moment, like just a random ass moment. Definitely I would definitely give it #1. Like, ain't no motherfucker way you could top this shit. Like, why would he do that? And y'all support that shit, and it's, oh, okay, I get it. Protect the black women, don't talk about black women here. I get it. I get all of it, you know. I know the struggle of having black hair, you know what I'm saying? This is why I constantly wear box braids. Speaking of box, like, I always wear box braids. I know some people don't like box braids. Some people think box braids is like a more of a vacation style, more kitty, more like me. I have natural hair. I love my natural hair. Like, sometimes I want a perm, and I'm like, do you really want to relax her? Like, but I also find it hard to maintain my natural hair, like, if it's not in a style. Like, it's hard for me to, you know, do the twist out. Like, I used to do it when I was in my 20s, and I don't maintain a lot of growth when I take care of my hair by myself, honestly, unless it's protected. Like, I just took out my hair and straightened it the other day. I didn't take no pictures. That was like the week of Redeem being born. I had to take out my hair. My hair would always get messed up. I feel like there's a thing called hospital hair. Every time I go to the hospital, my hair get fucked up. Like, I don't know, I don't tie it down, I don't know, it just be fucked up. But I had got my hair a Dominican blowout. So bitch, pray for me. Hopefully my curls are still there, because I didn't know, because I just blowed it out. And then I got my hair done, I think like a week or 2 later, and my hair grew a lot. Like, it was shocking. But I was like, dang, my hair is long and I still don't want to wear it out. Like, I thought I would get long hair and it would be like, yes. Like, I always had this vision of long hair and I would wear it down, and now I have it and I'm like, box braid me please. Like, where's the braids? Like, that's what it's giving. Like, so it's not easy, you know, having black hair. Like, you know, and that's not in a bad, I'm black, so I don't know, I don't have to conversate with y'all. Y'all can take what I say how you say it, but I get it. Like, leave us the fuck alone, whatever, fine, I get it. But like I said, you don't go on no stage and slap nobody and they're talking about, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And that was when I was like, oh, he's really fucking crazy. When he started doing that shit, I was like, oh, he's dead ass. Like, he's bugging the fuck out clean. Like, then he goes on stage crying. Oh, child, listen. Shit is crazy. What does this mean for comedy? Because even comedy is changing so much. Like, I feel like Dave Chappelle, he doesn't do so much comedy. He goes on stage, he does these think pieces. Everybody's constantly getting in trouble for making a joke. Now motherfuckers is getting slapped for making jokes. Like, can we make jokes? Can not we, let's be clear, can comedians make jokes, right? Because that is a job. Now it's getting scary out here. Like, is motherfuckers gonna get slapped? And it is consequences to your actions, because I'm top 5 believer that, do I think the G.I. Jane joke was that serious? No. Does Jada think it was that serious? Yes. Does Will? Clearly. Will thought it was that serious. There's things that somebody may say to me, and it may be triggering, and it may be hurtful, you know. So I don't know if I'll slap them or not. I don't know. But I get it. I just feel like back then, you know, I don't recall hearing people getting slapped. I'm pretty sure people get slapped. Comedians talk about getting food thrown at them, drinks, you know. Shit happens. Like, you gonna make a joke, you better be ready for whatever comes after that joke. You get what I'm saying? It's just that I see comedians constantly getting in trouble. Like, they cannot make a joke to save their life, and that's their job, is to make a fucking joke. Like, imagine being told, like, you cannot make a business to save your life. Like, not in a rude sense, like, we're not allowing you to do this. We won't allow it. Like, we won't allow it. Like, that's what it's given. Is like, do us Americans just have, or in people in general, I'm saying Americans because comedians tour all over the world, but is our skin getting weak? Are we not tough enough? Should we be more tough? Is it good? Are we good in the state in which we're in? Because people like the sensitivity to things, right? We do. Like, it's good to have, like, certain things, like we had the Me Too movement or Black Lives Matter, like stuff that even back then, Oscar So White, things that back then there was no attention to. You know what I'm saying? And now there's light being brought to it. But it's trickling into everything now. Like, it's literally, like, starting to get crazy. Like, I love comedy. I like joking around. I don't know if you listen to Britt says, if you could fucking tell. So it's like, it's weird to, like, and I think that's why my opinion might be biased that Will Smith shouldn't smack Chris Rock. But it's like, can we do comedy? I love comedy. And the thing is, only with comedians, for me, they could get away with saying certain shit. Like, for instance, it was Corey Holcomb, I think. Yeah, Corey Holcomb. He spoke on the Jada and Will thing, and he was extremely disrespectful, right? But he's a comedian, so I found it funny. Anybody else would have said the shit that Corey Holcomb said, I would have wrapped them up and tied them in a fucking bow. He was ODing. He was saying, he was calling her a hoe bitch. He was basically talking about the entanglement, saying, like, you going mad hard for, like, you know, basically somebody who was fucking your son's best friend and all this shit. Which is, you know, so true. You know, I'm a woman first, you know, so I don't want to go in on Jada. I don't know what the fuck going on in her and Will house. That's a different conversation, you know. But she was fucking that young man. And I had spoke on that when that incident happened. Go binge Britt Says if you're new. Go binge. But I definitely spoke on that shit, and I felt that it was extremely inappropriate that she was fucking August Alsina when he was basically a hot ass mess and he was young. Like, chat, them two motherfuckers, Will and Jada, fucking crazy, bitch. It was somebody, I remember a while ago, somebody was like, the Smith family is a weird ass family. Like, they don't, I remember this shit. And I think I was telling one of my friends, like, somebody said that, and I thought that joke was mad funny. Like, the person was dead serious. I can't remember. It was a while ago. And look at all this shit happening now. Look at all this shit. It's crazy. But back to comedy, because I want to get off topic. But can comedians be comedians? Like, especially for a joke like that, to get slapped over. Like, I'd be fucking tight if I get slapped over a G.I. Jane joke. G.I. Jane? That shit, niggas been saying that shit since back in the day, my nigga. If you was bald, if they niggas thought you was bald, they called you G.I. Jane, bitch. If they thought you was a lesbian, they called you G.I. Jane. I don't even, was G.I. Jane even a lesbian? Like, people would just call you G.I. Jane for, like, being bald, being manly, being gay. Like, that's a whack ass, regular ass joke. Like, that joke is trash. Like, and to get slapped over that, I know Chris Rock is tight. If I'm gonna get slapped, I'm gonna get slapped over some wicked, funny ass shit. Like, it was funny, but it was disrespectful type shit. Like, G.I. Jane. Like, the fuck? But, I mean, hey, look. Comedy, I don't know, you guys. I feel like it's just, all this is becoming too much. I think I spoke about Aubrey too sensitive, and it's just like I said, she had alopecia, so it's like, I don't know. And here is a soft spot for a lot of people, you know. It is not a lot of people, for women too, you know. It is. I don't know what this word's coming to, bitch. I love comedy. I think that people. So what, are they not gonna do jokes at award shows anymore? Cause you gotta think about that too, because I'm pretty sure the Oscars is like, we can't have that happen again. So what do? Do we have comedians host now? Like, can we make jokes? What type of jokes can we make? Now they have to do research before they get jokes done, and it's too much politics in it. Now the shit's like, come on. I'm pretty sure they do review jokes, because Amy Schumer said that they did tell her that she couldn't say a joke. It was about the shooting with the guy who shot the girl on the set. I forgot his name. Jeez. Alec Baldwin. So they do review jokes. But now, I mean, what, they're gonna have to have security, bitch? Like, I'm confused. Like, what do we do now? And the fact that it wasn't that much accountability, anybody could go on stage and smack anybody. If I'm gonna just be banned from an award show, bitch, I'll go on stage and slap somebody. For what? I'm not gonna go to jail. I'll get my anger out. I'm slapping niggas all day, every day. Like, what's good? I don't know. But I don't know how award show's gonna go from now on. Maybe they can't talk directly about people or personal things. Maybe they only could talk about work. Like, maybe like the movie or the character, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Like, you only could talk about things that are not of the person or their characteristics, which is whack as fuck. It's just a joke. And that's what y'all saying, like, and that's what's pissing me off too. I'm saying it's just a joke. For some people, they're saying it's just a slap, right? So some people's like, oh, he got banned from the Oscars because of a slap. And it's like, bitch, if somebody slapped you, wouldn't you be fucking pissed? Like, a slap? First of all, that wasn't a slap. That was a slap. He slapped the shit out of that man. Okay, I thought he punched him. He slapped him. And he slapped the shit out of him. Like, you hear people say, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Will Smith is the first person I've seen actually slap the shit out of somebody. I've seen people get slapped. But that shit was, woo, honey. I felt that shit through the fucking camera, bitch. So, yeah. But I'm gonna try to get off the topic, because this been going on. Is it 2 weeks now? Or 3 weeks? I'm pretty sure it's a long journey. Because, this, like I said, this is like one of the craziest things that has happened in pop culture. But I have to get my piece, because, bitch, I'm back and I've arrived. And it's Britt Says. And Britt says she wants to speak on the Will Smith Chris Rock debacle. But what else I want to speak on in the scuttlebutt? I usually don't pay these people no mind. But G Herbo, Taina, and Ari. So Ari has a kid with G Herbo. I don't know if y'all know these people, because I know a lot of people don't know these people. I don't know if my listeners know, but you know, do your research. But basically, Ari has a child with G Herbo. She is his baby's mother. I don't know if that's derogatory, whatever. G Herbo is currently with a young lady named Taina. That is also his baby mother. That's his current girlfriend. So Ari said she brought her son over there with G Herbo and his new girlfriend Taina, and her son name is Yoshan. Yoshan said that, you know, she hit him. Taina's mean to him, and as somebody who's now a parent, and even before I was a parent, I believe Yoshan. I believe the little boy that Taina was being mean to him. Let me tell you why. Cause kids honest as fuck. They always tell them the fucking truth for no reason. They'll look at you and be like, bitch, your shoes is dirty. For no reason. For no reason. Your breath stink. You ugly. Your hair is fucked up. Kids is rude as fuck. Honest as fuck. For no reason. They kids, they don't know no motherfucking better. And I'm worried about that with Redeem. I don't want to be like that. I don't like kids like that. They be like, you look ugly, you black as fuck. Like, they just be being rude for no reason. Like, they be just telling their truth. Like, they be going to people's house. Oh yeah, my mother, she did this last week. Like, they just tell the truth. What I will say, sometimes they exaggerate the truth, but it be the truth. In a sense of, like, they'll get a cut on their hand and they'll be like, it was blood everywhere, but it was just a little cut, like a little blood. But then, from my experience, kids don't be fucking lying, bitch. Unless they want to get out of trouble. I mean, something like they might be like, I didn't do that, if they was to get a beating. But if they just snitching on somebody, a kid a snitch. A kid is a fucking snitch, my guy. Like, I believe that little boy. I just want to talk about that a little bit. But nothing interesting happened on my radar. Like, I don't pay these fucking celebrities. Like, I do. I only pay my generation of celebrities mind. Okay? Everybody else, something pissed me off. The Chloe video, I really feel like she naturally a freak hoe though. Something about her, I feel like she's not pretending, but she's just a lot, and we don't like it. You know how you know people who just a lot and you just can't handle it. But that video, I was just like, oh, she's too much. Cheat me like a cheap booty 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 booty. That song is in my head though. I ain't gonna front. What else I saw? I think that was it for the scuttlebutt. That was long. What are we talking about today? Doing stuff for aesthetics, bitch. So I don't know what made me pick this topic, because I have a lot of topics written down, but I'm not doing them in order, and I need to pay attention to what topics I did and what topics I haven't done. But doing shit for aesthetics, I feel like so much is going on lately, and everything is an aesthetic. Like, I feel like so much stuff is just like trendy, and then like people just feel like they have to do it. Like I don't know, I just feel like, what's the vibe, what's the look? Like, do you do stuff for aesthetics? Do you sometimes have to do stuff for aesthetic? Especially like Instagram. Yes, we like to have an Instagram aesthetic, and we want our Instagram to look a certain way. Like, even me, I'm like, I don't want to be a mom influencer. I don't want to do mom stuff on my Instagram. Even though I might consider it, I might change. I don't know. I might change my mind. Who knows? But like, people do stuff for aesthetics. They put on a certain persona on social media for aesthetics. And even too, like, speaking of becoming a mom, right? I feel like pregnancy lately is so exploited. I was just talking about this. Like, I feel like back then, like, people, like, celebrities would get pregnant, but it wasn't like big news. Like, we wasn't pressed. Like, it was like, oh, blah 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 is pregnant, blah 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 had a baby, moving on. But now it's like a thing. Like, if somebody is pregnant, it has to be news, and it is important and is relevant. And I feel like, yes, getting pregnant is not easy. Being pregnant sometimes just happens, right? Most of the time, I feel like lately it's happening with intent. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like bitches out here getting pregnant by mistake like they used to back in the day. Like, I feel like it's an aesthetic. Pregnancy is now becoming an aesthetic. So many people get pregnant. It looks fun. It looks cute. You get the pictures. You get the this. You get the that. And that's where I go back to aesthetics too. And paying attention to the aesthetic. Because, like, having a kid is a pretty big price to pay just to have an aesthetic, right? Marriage. Actually, that aesthetic is falling off. I don't see much proposals lately. Like, 2020 and 2019, so many people got engaged that year. Like, so many people got engaged. I got engaged in 2019, but mine was top of the year. But no, it was the end of, actually, I'm lying. I got engaged, yeah, 2019 on New Year's Eve. So 2019 technically, and 2020, whatever. But I just remember that year, so many people had got engaged. Like, oh my fucking God. 2020, I can understand why so many people got pregnant, because we was all in the house. Like, bitch, what else you gonna do? Okay, like, it wasn't shit else to do. But I noticed that actually the proposal shit has fallen off. I don't remember the last time I seen somebody say, I've gotten engaged. Like, I feel like engagement was that girl at one point. Like, she was the girl. She was the aesthetic. She was the everything. You needed a ring. You wanted the ring, bitch. Now it's pregnancy. Now it's the ring, bitch. Now it's the baby, bitch. We don't give a fuck if you married. We don't give a fuck if you got a man, bitch. Bitch, you could go to the sperm bank and get sperm, and we not gonna give a fuck. Like, that's what it's given very much. The girls are getting pregnant. That is the aesthetic. Pregnancy is an aesthetic. I feel like owning a business is an aesthetic. What else is an aesthetic? You know, maybe because I'm 30, I don't see that much clubbing and stuff anymore, but definitely in my 20s, that was an aesthetic. Like, you had to be out every weekend doing something. It was an aesthetic. I think that's very seasonal. In the summertime, yes, I feel like being lively is an aesthetic. Definitely. Like, it's like I have to give that I'm doing something, like, very much. I'm out there, I have friends, I have a life, like that type of thing. Only in the summer. I think it's given seasonal now. Before, you had to be all year round giving the girls what it had to give. Like, but not so much anymore. I feel like family, like perfect family, that's always been a thing from beyond. Like, cause like I was saying this year, well, no, not this year, cause 2022. Last year, Christmas photos was heavy. We're definitely gonna try to do Christmas photos now. But I don't remember people doing Christmas photos. Like, they were like professionally taking Christmas photos, and then everybody had to do the one in the living room with the fucking red flannel jump off on. But even people who didn't have kids did Christmas photos. Like, I saw couples doing Christmas photos. I was like, wait, are Christmas photos a thing now? Like, it was just like, then I felt like other people was like, look, everybody get in the living room, let's get a Christmas photo. Like, I felt like then all of a sudden people was like, at the last hour, like, we have to get the aesthetic going that we're having a great Christmas type shit. Like, aesthetics, like, do we need to keep up with aesthetics? Are aesthetics needed in a way? So let me give a pro or con, not pro and con, but okay, I can see benefits in aesthetics. Why? Because sometimes most aesthetics are good, right? Like, going out, there's nothing wrong with going out. There's nothing wrong with Christmas photos. There's nothing wrong with having kids. There's nothing wrong with getting engaged, whatever. But I think aesthetics could be good because it could kind of like motivate you. But the thing is, people have to be careful with knowing the difference of being motivated, being envious, feeling like you're not good enough. Because it's one thing to be motivated. It's always good to feel motivated, but you shouldn't ever feel jealous or envious of someone. You know what I'm saying? You should never feel jealous or envious of anyone. To feel motivated by a picture or a photo, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, it's the same way as being motivated by a quote, right? Or something that somebody says. There's nothing wrong with that. In a sense, at least to me, I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, getting motivation from something. It's all about not being jealous or envious or feeling like you're not good enough or you're not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's benefits in, you know, creating an aesthetic. You know, sometimes I might see an aesthetic on someone's page and I'm like, huh, I admire to have a better social media presence, but not being envious. Like, I wish maybe I should do things this way or that way, or maybe I could try this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of thing. But now where aesthetics can become problematic is that people don't realize the difference between real and fake. And we talk about this all the time. Is like, people are just, now you're just having an aesthetic. Like, now you just fake as fuck. Like, some people will pretend to lead. This is the aesthetic, right? A good example. Women, and everybody talks about this, women get BBLs and get all these surgeries, and then they turn their whole page into a fucking weight loss page, and a gym page, and a fucking a weight page, bitch. Like, they start selling belly bands and fucking waist trainers and shit, and it's like they're creating a healthy aesthetic, and they start posting that they eat healthy and eat salads and eat yogurt and shit. Like, But bitch, you get surgery, you still eat your Popeyes every once in a while. Yeah, some of them do go to the gym because you have to go to the gym to upkeep your BBLs and shit like that, and I get that 100%. But some of these bitches that got money, they just keep going and getting shit sucked out. Let's be honest. And so that's where aesthetics become a problem, is because people start creating this aesthetic like they ate healthy to get this look, to get this booty, to get this body, to get these abs. And it's like, you went to the fucking doctor, bitch. Promote that. That's where the aesthetic thing becomes an issue, because you're creating this lifestyle that you can't even upkeep, that you don't even maintain, and you're not showing the reality of it. Even to somebody who just became a mother, right? I think I was just talking to this with my sister-in-law. Like, she brought it up, like how people are now being more honest about motherhood. Like, I feel like people kind of show the glamory side of, you know, pregnancy and becoming a mother. TikTok is definitely starting to, you know, glorify, not glorify, wrong word, like show the truth of, you know, postpartum, prenatal, being pregnant and stuff. But I feel like prior to today, when you think of pregnancy, yeah, you think of morning sickness, throwing up, your back hurting, your belly getting big, whatever. But you don't think about, you know, maternal death rates and the preeclampsia and gestational diabetes and people getting hernias on their stomach because their belly is so huge. And you don't think about all of these things, or having to have an emergency C-section or giving birth. Like, you think about it, and it's like you're watching a movie and it's just like, like the baby comes out, or just having to take care of your vagina, or, you know, bleeding for 6 weeks or 5 to 6 weeks, and just so many things people don't think about or talk about, right? So these moms, these people who just had kids, especially influencers, like after I had Redeem, I was like, I don't know how these like influencers just jump right back in. Granted, that's their job, you know, so that's how they get money. Like, they don't have that luxury to actually, some of them do make enough money where they probably could have went on maternity leave, like their own special maternity leave, because they're obviously work for themselves. Like, I have maternity leave, I have a job, I'm on maternity leave for real. But well, you get what I'm saying. So I was just thinking, like, it's crazy how they have kids. Like, I seen like this girl, me and her was pregnant at the same time. It was kind of cool. I think I talked about this on the pod, and she already on TikTok dancing, bitch. Do. I'm like, damn, girl, you just dropped the baby out. Okay? And I be seeing the girlies getting pregnant and making the fun videos, and after they had the kid, bitch, they just on go. You're not tired. Okay? These newborns, they wake up every 2 hours, 24 hours a day, ready to eat. Especially if you breastfeed, you gotta pump the titties. I gotta pump after this. I was doing my makeup and pumping. I said my life has changed. Doing my makeup, drinking lactation tea. I was like, let me get my tea ready. Let me get the pump ready. Let's get the titties going. Let's get the makeup done. Like, it was giving very much that. Okay? So it's like, and after this video, I'm probably going to pump again. Like, in an hour after this video. Like, maybe while I'm editing or something. Like, she's gonna pump. She's gonna drink tea. She's gonna drink her lactation tea again. Yeah, it's given very much to that. So it's just like, before I'm like, don't even thought about pregnancy or anything. I watch people have kids and be pregnant and be like, oh, look at them, beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous. And it's just like, y'all I'm not expecting them to, like, you know, go and post themselves up at 2 o'clock in the morning giving their baby milk or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it's definitely giving aesthetic. They got these nice ass pictures of their kids, them looking mad nice. Like, that's the way the problem with aesthetics come in, is like, you feel like you gotta live up to this certain aesthetic, like, for real. And I can imagine too, like, being an influencer where you feel like you can't have an off day. Like, even me, like, I was like, I could just do the pop. Like, if it wasn't for doing my makeup sometimes, like, that's sometimes like what annoys me. And makeup only take, what, 30 minutes? I'm like, oh, I gotta do my makeup for Britt says. Like, I feel like I gotta keep with this certain aesthetic of, like, looking good. I feel like I look good without makeup, but I'm just saying, like, you feel like you gotta keep up once you create a certain aesthetic. Like, you really feel like that. And look, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Look, you feel like you gotta keep up and you gotta look a certain way or you gotta do certain things, and like people who watch feel like, why am I not doing that? And bitch, you the lucky one. You lucky that you not up here trying to look good all the time, trying to create a certain look, taking these pretty pictures, keeping up with the fashion. You're the fabulous one. I want people who listen, if you are one of those people who wish you could be an influencer, or you could always look good and always have your makeup done and always wear nice clothes and always do dope photo shoots, you're the winner that you're not doing any of that. You're the winner for not keeping up with the aesthetic. You're literally the winner. Like, you win. You won. You won. You're the winner. I know you're like, yeah, but they got money. No. Happiness is key. Happiness is key. Settledness is key. Being calm is key. Just living woosah is key. For me, and that's no shade to like influencers or people who do business. Like, I'm doing podcasts. I post on YouTube. So, but for me, it makes me happy. Like, I was like every week I was like, I want to do Britt Says. I want to do Britt Says. Like, it was literally in my mind. Like it's like on go, and it's not because of an aesthetic. It's because I want to do it. I'm like, I gotta do Britt Says. I gotta do Britt Says. I gotta do Britt Says. Like, it was like constant for me, constantly saying I gotta do Britt Says. So it was just like that type of thing for me. So, you know, to each its own. So I'm not shading. I'm not saying, because not all influencers do stuff for aesthetic. I do think after a certain time, when you reach a certain level, you do have to keep up with a certain aesthetic. Like, it's not, now it's a business. Like, you could change your vibe, but you do, like, after a while, you do have to follow aesthetic. If you're an influencer, if you're a celebrity, like, you think Kim Kardashian could have a full-blown off day? Like, she look good with or without makeup, but I'm saying a full-blown off day. Let's say her hair is frizzy fucked up. She got on dirty clothes. If she have a full-blown off day, the world is gonna shake. It is. If Beyonce have a full, with her fucking wig is shifted, she got baby milk on her clothes, she walking outside, toes not done, nails not done, bitch. You think the world not gonna go fucking banana boots? Yeah, when you create a lifestyle aesthetic, you better be able to keep up with that shit. That's the only thing with making an aesthetic. You gotta keep up with the aesthetic. So it is what it is. I'm so happy I'm back. Yes, I'm so happy I got to talk about the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing. I am so happy. I wanted to film 2 episodes today, but I didn't charge my battery enough, so I'm kind of tight right now. But it is what it is. I'm back. We're back with another episode of Britt Says. Follow me on Instagram _Brittstagram. Follow me on Twitter, Britt Says with 2 S's. Subscribe, people. Share, like, do all that good stuff. I'm back. I'm gonna make a TikTok today. Yo, if you only stream, make sure you watch. Make sure you tell a friend. Yes. And yeah, I'm so happy to be back. A lot of cool stuff coming your way. Like I said, if you're interested in getting pregnant, if you have kids, or if you know, I'll keep you guys posted on that type of stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Bye.